Alright, I think we are live now. Excuse me. And there we are. What's up? How's audio sound? Excuse me. And there we are. What's up? Oh, that audio sounds terrible. Hold on. Oh, no, that's just what this thing sounds like, apparently. Does the microphone sound okay, guys? All good? All right. What's up, everyone? I have returned for another one of these reaction streams. I'm going to turn my fan off, actually, before I start having a sneeze attack, which I already feel one coming. So if I have to mute for a second, apologies in advance. Whew. So today we've got one more reaction stream. I say one more because I don't really know how many more of these we have left to do. We've kind of reacted to everything that is reactable on this channel pretty much. But there is hope for more content on this channel, and we will get to that a little bit later on in the stream. But for right now, we are doing another one of these in the absence of any snow up in the mountains. Some of our newer subscribers joined us that way by finding our snow streams that we did. We got 3 really good ones in, and then Mother Nature said no more precip for the West Coast for the foreseeable future. So actually we're getting some, but it's warm precip, so even the mountains aren't getting snow. Everywhere is just getting rain, and rain is boring. So you have snow? Nice. Very cool. Good to see you, everybody. Welcome in, Farah. Scottish, what's up? Sorry you're not feeling well, Jody. Hope you feel better soon. Derek, what's up? Welcome in. Ghosty, good to see you. Tammy, Sprinkles, Amanda, how you doing? Karen, welcome in. Beth, Hannah. Great to see everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We've got a few different videos to go through today. Actually, a lot of different videos to go through today. My window, though, it is a bit hot in here. It's weird. It's like fans, like the dust kind of aggravates the allergies a little bit, but I also hate stagnant air, so it's like I have to find a happy medium. So hopefully no allergy attacks on today's stream. A lot of your snow melted today. Yeah, some of that snow is going to be melting off. The East Coast, though, looks like you guys are gearing up for another round here pretty soon. So I'm kind of glad, but also at the same time I'm a tad bit disappointed that Missouri isn't getting anything with this next wave, because that's where I'm going to be. I'm headed to St. Louis on Friday morning, so I will be out there. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. We've got a lot of different videos to go over today. I have one pulled up right now, but it's not the one I want to start with. I'm kind of just going to make my way back sort of in chronological order, not really. And we're just going to kind of go through them and just go through the crazier stuff that we've seen. It's we've seen a lot of pretty decent flash floods. I mean, we never got any like Reed Timmer level debris flows, but that's just because we never really went where those debris flows were. So I think for what we set out for, we got pretty decent results over the years. So let's take a look at a few. First one is going to be the flash flooding in Texas. I believe this was towards the end of 2024. Yeah, this was right before Hurricane Francine. Garrett and I went down and covered floods in Texas for like 3 days and then sat around for a week waiting for a hurricane that he was adamant was going to form, and he ended up being correct. So, yeah. Hold on one second. Now it's working. All right. Here we go. This spot, it turns out, floods very easily in San Angelo, Texas. Even when it's just a big thunderstorm going through there. We found that out a lot this last season. I wonder if... I know it's somewhere on here. It might be in a members only clip. I'll go find it. Where there was a driver that was flying and I had the window down. I'm sure some of you guys remember that. It was very unfortunate timing, but very funny too, I think. At least for everyone watching. It wasn't really very enjoyable for me, but...
Already, yes, already.
Okay, so I didn't include it. Give me a minute. I want to go back and find this. Because it's... Oh, how do I sort by members only? It's not going to let me, is it? Oh, there we go. There we go, members only videos. Or, wait, no. What? Dude. Oh, okay, now here we go. Oh, fine. I'll just scroll for it the long way. There it is. I found it. It's just a stream clip. Hold on. This was ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. I also don't know why this uploaded in 360p for some reason. Probably because I just screen recorded it on my phone and then uploaded it. I don't know what I was doing half the time. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. Welcome in. Here we go.
God damn it. Oh no. We are completely soaked in here now.
Great, you gotta get the napkins because
Well, we need a full-on towel. There's so much.
This was ridiculous. It was gross water too. Like it was. Dang, I forgot how long my hair used to be. Yeah, this water was foul. Yeah, it was funny, but it smelled bad in the car for like the rest of the few days we were down there, and yeah, it just was not an overly enjoyable experience for sure. But made for a funny stream highlight. And then I think I almost get splashed again.
Okay. Windows going up.
that dude just blared through this.
I just ingested dirty road water.
Yeah, because I swallowed some too. I remember that, like, because I had my mouth open and it was just, yeah, it was super gross. But good times, good times. Anyway, back to where we were. I guess there's some decent flooding. We didn't really know where to look, though. That was part of the problem, is some of these flooding events that we'd go cover, it was our first time going to the area, so we never really knew, like, where to go. Hey, what's up, Jana? So some of this gets pretty crazy. Like the flooding, like further into this town, like some of these houses, like that water got pretty deep right there. I remember we drove through that same portion that truck just drove through just now, and I was honestly a little bit worried about flooding the engine. Like it was deeper than I had initially expected it to be. That's for sure. Oh, we got Garrett in chat. What's up, G-Man?
This is the deepest part.
Yeah, we did end up driving through it. When it started to get sketch is when I'd open my door and the bottom of the door, or like the water would be almost to the point where if I opened my door, the water would start coming in. Like that's when it would be like, ugh, you know. And we were almost at this point. Getting prepped to head to North Carolina. Nice. Have fun, be safe.
That is deep. That's the deepest water. Yeah. Let's see. What's he gonna?
No, this was like a foot and a half of water, I think.
Oh, he's in an expedition. He should be fine.
Yeah, like
It's probably not going because I'm not going through it.
it was like 15 inches of water. It's still a good amount. There was more from this, though, from what I remember. Yeah, this bridge. This is a bridge, I think. If memory serves, this is already supposed to be elevated above the river.
The rain that we get tomorrow is only gonna make things worse.
But yeah, there was like a whole raging river that we found too, so I'm kind of confused as to what I was thinking exactly when I uploaded this. And it's just one video, so I guess I got to go back to the actual live stream itself to pull that clip. Dang, Garrett, y'all got 375,000 views? That's wild. Tell you, him and Ben are killing it, man. Where is it? I gotta scroll, just keep scrolling and scrolling. I'll get to it eventually. We did a lot of streams on this. Yeah, it was because it was like part 2.
On delay.
That's a funny way to start it. But yeah, this entire, like this river that was like way...
Thank you, Carissa, for being willing to do that. If you guys can't vote, if you don't have an account, whatever, that's fine.
Like, absolutely raging.
There's a convective line moving south of Lano right now towards Fredericksburg.
Oop. I said shoot, I must have known what I did.
End up staying like this?
Probably at least for the next, how long you think? Like day or two?
It'll be a couple days. It'll slowly trickle down. But I mean, it's just starting to get to the point where it's not that far from peaking, because the precip is starting to end over to the west.
You know how it started?
It's just all this rain, everything draining into the river from the rain the last 2 days.
There's like a bunch of creeks up that way. It's all.
Okay.
But yeah, this was probably the craziest part of that entire chase, was this river near Paint Rock. So this little town. There's just like this road that kind of took us all the way down to where this river should have been. But I mean, we were watching entire like huge trees float down this. It was a pretty wild experience for sure. Let's see. So that was that one. Going a little bit further back now towards the beginning of 2024. Our stretch going through California. We went to California for a couple days to cover some flooding. Lurea, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I thought I saw that out of the corner of my eye, but then I wasn't quite paying attention. Thank you so much, Lurea. Welcome to everyone who just got one of those memberships. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. You are a legend, Lurea. So this was an atmospheric river event in SoCal, beginning of 2024. So this was almost 2 years ago now. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I'll be referencing this towards the end of the stream. We'll be referencing this. I got something else that I want to kind of talk to you guys about, and this will be an example. So pay attention. Just kidding. Crazy how poor my video skills were. Just not getting good, clear video of like anything. Wow, the water, the ocean. Good job, DL. Good job. Where does it get interesting? I know it does eventually. Here we go. Where was this? I know where this is. This was towards, I want to say Santa Clarita or something like that. I'm going to pull it up on my radar app here. But this is like a road that's known to flood when they get flash flooding because the river kind of cuts through there. But nonetheless, it's still, the video doesn't really do it justice. And then there's me zooming in like ultra zoom trying to show some of the debris that's floating down there. Santa Maria, that's what it is. Santa Maria, maybe it's like Santa Barbara. It might be Santa Barbara, that might be what I'm remembering. Yeah. West of LA, I know that much. And they did have some landslides too. They get these sometimes. With the bigger stuff. I mean, that would have been sketch to be driving. Some of these roads, like, it sketched me out a little bit driving on them, especially at night. Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm missing stuff. You guys gotta yell at me. Derek, thank you for the 10 gifted. And then Derek, also thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you for 15 gifted memberships. Really appreciate you, Derek. Thank you again, Lorea, too. Thank you both so much for your support. And welcome to everybody that just got one of those memberships. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I will, Garrett. That is going to be like my finale, is the Vegas flooding. That's probably the most insane flood I've seen to date, for sure. Another huge tree ripped out of the ground. This is when I threw in a little clip, because this is when so I've known Copic for almost 2 years now. This was the first trip that we met up with Kopic, and I was like so excited that I threw him in the video a little bit. It's funny, but yeah, this was when we first met Brandon. He was back in this Explorer. This was, jeez, if memory serves, I want to say 3 cars ago for him at this point now, because he had this, and then he had the Tahoe, I think, and then he had the Hybrid Explorer, and now he has a non-hybrid Explorer. Oh no, he had the Taurus after this. So this was 4 cars ago, and I'm still driving the same 4Runner around.
I'm sure this is an influence from last night too.
Crazy that I just met that guy like 2 years ago. Like, I feel like I've known him for so much longer. He's a real one. I think there was a bridge that got washed out with this particular flood too. I'm forgetting where some of these are. I mean, I honestly don't have that good a memory. Oh my god, yeah, there was this town. I wish I put town names in these videos. I kind of pissed myself off. But there was a town like that had a whole debris flow go through like the entire stretch. I think this was part of it. Yeah, it was. Like, they had a whole mud flow come down like the street. And we missed it by like an hour and a half. We were close by, but then we didn't go for some reason, or we didn't know, and it was just kind of annoying. But yeah, the entire road just got completely covered in mud from all the water and debris flowing down it. It was pretty crazy. Why do I not include the cool things in my videos, dude? Because there was like a road. There was like a little, it was like a church or like a little like retreat center or something that like the road to it got washed out. Let's see. Do I want to watch Historic Winter Storm Causes Chaos? Nah. Stormrunner Media, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate you. Subscribe to them if you haven't. They're good guys over there. Okay, so that was Cali. That was pretty fun. Definitely should have been covering the snow side of those systems, though, for sure. The only time that it, in my opinion, is a better idea to go cover the flooding versus the snow in that area is if it's too warm and there is no snow. Then you divert to the flooding. But if you don't really know where the flooding is really going to be occurring, then just stick to the snow. This is advice for myself. And I guess anyone else who wants to take it, but yeah. Okay, so going a little bit further back in time now. This one isn't major. This is just kind of showing off the fun of some of the smaller flash flood stuff that we used to do. This is back in 2023. There was no flash flood warning. It wasn't even really a flash flood. It was just a ditch that was filling with water from a thunderstorm that was like 3 miles away. And it just did, a quick little downburst. And it really illustrated how well the ground in Arizona does not absorb water. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. It just runs right off. And it was pretty cool. So, Jana, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. No sound. That's cool. What is happening? Oh, there we go. I do have sound.
And
Ended up catching a front wall. Got the snorster out of the ditch.
The Snorster. I forgot about the Snorster. That's a throwback. We got to chasing this thing for 4 months, really. Not even 4 months, like 3 months. This is the original G-Mobile. Oh, this was freaking sketchy. I don't know what we were thinking, but we drove out onto some farm road trying to drive into a downburst, but it wasn't even a road. It was like a path that tractors take or something. I don't know. But it was super steep on either end. Like, if you slip down it, then you're probably going to roll. So then what we had to do is we had to just sit and wait for the road to dry.
Not put
Dug ourselves a little hole there. See the road just completely caved in up underneath that tire. Oh, it's still completely soaked up under there. This is our reward. It's nothing crazy, but always cool to capture a front wall.
I think at some point, if I remember right, I start like running in front of it, kinda.
Hurry up.
Bro, that's humidity.
Yeah. These flies are loving it, but I'm not.
Yeah, the 110 degrees with 70 dews. Gotta tell you, I don't miss Arizona.
Oh, I lost.
I don't miss that part of Arizona anyway. How did it get named the Snorster?
Front wall.
God, look at how long my hair used to be, man. Jeez. Caveman over here. How did it get named Snorster? Because when we first started chasing, Garrett didn't like to stay awake past 8 p.m. So, like, I'd be driving. Sometimes when we were still chasing, he would he would conk out in the passenger seat. And because it's a Subaru Forester, I jokingly called it the Snorster, and it kind of stuck. So.
Flash flood standing in the wash here. Gonna have to run here in a second. Garrett standing up on the hill.
How old was I? I honestly feel like I look older in that than I do right now, but that was almost 2.5 years ago. So I would have been 20. I was just turned 21. Yeah, even though this wasn't a big flood, it really is very cool to just watch it go from like complete dry to I just think it's cool to see in the start of these, even if it's like super small.
Sinking, catching back up.
Fun fact, this video was shot with Garrett and Ben's current face camera for their live stream. It was funny. We're just out there in the middle of nowhere, standing in a ditch, watching it fill up with water. We referred to Garrett as Nap Man. Yeah, you guys did. Because it was a command. It was a Streamlabs command. Nap Man has been activated. Action shot. Yeah, so anyway, nothing major, but fun stuff. Completely harmless. Just cool to watch. Okay, so those I'm going to save till the end. So, now going back to one of our favorite spots to intercept flash floods. There's going to be two different floods that I'm going to show you guys from this. This is Big Bug Creek in Mayer, Arizona. Some people here may remember that name. I think over the years, Garrett and I got 4 different decent floods. Well, no, 3 decent floods and 1 comically tiny flood out of this wash. But it became very what am I trying to say right now? Very predictable. Like we understood how it behaved. We understood what kind of needed to happen to get a flood out of that zone. So, yeah. Apparently 1080p is too much to ask. This one was moving a little bit quicker. It wasn't insane, but it was doing something. Oh, this is like a whole chase vlog. But this is what would happen. These thunderstorms would just backbuild and just do downburst after downburst at the top of this hill, and it would just all careen into Big Bug Creek. Big Bug. B-U-G. Big Bug Creek.
Our first one on this was not small.
No, it was not at all.
This can get very huge.
I was wondering why it sounded like we were indoors. I forget there's a tunnel.
We've seen it smaller on this,
But now I see why they don't have a flash flood warning on this. Alright, let's start backing up a little bit.
if you get a little bit of that sound. Goodbye. Are you going?
Yeah, go ahead, I'll push up.
Pretty sure I was wearing slides for this too.
Just watch where you step.
It's not pouring anymore.
Alright. Okay, the important thing is, even if there's a car coming, don't get stuck on the wrong side of it.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Kim? Good to see you. How you doing? Yes, the storm chasing slides. I have the storm chasing Crocs still. The lightning Crocs. Oh, the Suck Zone shirt. Yeah, that's a good one.
Got water on you.
Monsoon slides and blizzard slides. Hey, I never wore slides in a blizzard. I wore tennis shoes for a blizzard. I am ill prepared oftentimes when it comes to the proper footwear that you need, but it's alright.
Already intercepted the front wall once. Hoping to get it a second time. Garrett, here it comes. Here it is. I'm gonna have to run here, I think.
It's always such an eerie feeling.
Oh, I'm gonna have to run. It's coming.
When you don't know like how fast that flood is going to start coming down that wash. You can hear it, but you can't quite see it.
Oh, look at the look at the plastic fin. What happens when it carries more water?
I was gonna say it got funneled into that skinnier area.
Four
Oh, yeah.
season slides.
Here comes
Yep.
logs and stuff.
It's much bigger.
Yep, much
Look at
bigger
that
now.
back there.
My gosh.
Yeah, it got to be a decent size there. At least because it kind of gets funneled into that skinnier area. And then this wash eventually flows into the Agua Fria River in Arizona. It's really cool. This is honestly one of the coolest parts of monsoon chasing. It's not really the thunderstorms necessarily. I mean, those can be cool. I mean, the lightning's always cool, but it's just the landscape of these flash floods. It's very unique out there. It's kind of unique to the area, and it's really cool to capture.
They wouldn't go. Yeah, I took that log of it. 2 of them.
Yeah, you can see how it kind of is getting more violent, as that's because there's more precip further up the stream, or further up the wash. So it's kind of that combined with the terrain kind of funneling it and accelerating it. It would get a little bit more violent the further down it went.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20
No. I dare you to shut up. And then this road, oh man, I'll have to go back and find the stream. That is an honorable mention. The first time that we got a flood in this wash, you see this little area right here? We had to climb up and out because we got trapped on foot. I honestly don't remember how we actually made it out. Oh, no. You know, we made it out because we parked the 4Runner further down this road, so we were able to climb up and over and around. And then we just had to send it through the wash. We had to drive through to get to the other side. That one was crazy.
See how it comes out of here first?
And right where we. Oh, lovely.
Oh, if we would have hugged right, we would have been fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna look
It's still coming back here though, so.
Here she comes.
But another cool thing about at least this wash is there's several known intercept points. So it's like you can get it once and then hop in your car and rush down the road another half mile, get it again, because it's only moving at about 3 or 4 miles an hour.
Oh, that smells lovely. I got the roof camera rolling too, so catch it.
Roof camera. Oh, the 360 camera. I was like, we didn't have a roof camera stream set up back then. But yeah, so that's kind of the Big Bug Creek flash flood intercept experience for you, if you will. I'll have to go back and find it again. But flipping back out east again. Some flooding in Plainview, Texas. May 4K. What? Didn't know we even shot video 4K back then. No, we didn't. I just uploaded it in 4K for some reason, even though it wasn't actually 4K. Yeah, this was back in 2023. So our first tornado chasing stretch that Storm Runner Media ever did was in 2023. In May of 2023 specifically, we chased, I want to say it was May 6th to June 2nd was that stretch that we did. And then I was stupid and took June off. So I'm sure that's something Garrett will never forgive me for. Anyway. This was just kind of after we were chasing HP supercells that had kind of gone messy, almost multicellular, and the areas outside of Plainview just started to flood like bad.
This is bad. Look at how much water's flowing right
You
here.
guys see all this?
Huh?
It's being blown from the field across
Onto the highway, yeah.
This is a ditch right here that's supposed to have like a dip in it, and that's the interstate right there. Like the water almost started overtaking the interstate. It was pretty crazy. You see all the hail in the water too. At this point, I was almost sketched out to move because it was like I felt like the road was just going to get washed away. I couldn't. I think the road that we were on was paved because it was a freeway frontage road, but still.
Look how close it is to flooding Interstate 27. That's what's boggling my mind. This is blasted. Crap, you guys. You're in the middle of a flash flood in Plainview, Texas.
more so a field flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. This is like, that's like a farmer's field right there. I don't know if there was any crops planted. I don't think so, but still.
We're in the middle of a flash flood in Plainview, Texas.
More so a field flood.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I just doubled up clips. Lovely. This is all pre-graduation. Yes.
All this water.
Everything that I've shown you except for the Texas floods at the end of 24 was pre-graduation. We graduated May of 2024. Dang, it's almost been 2 years since I graduated. Jeez. I miss one thing that I'll say. This was, I remember how beautiful the sunset was. I miss when storm chasing was this new to me. I'll never be able to experience that feeling again, but it's just like everything was so new and unexplored and excited and exciting, and it was just like, just to be out there, like it was just such a surreal experience in the beginning before I got used to it, because it was something I'd wanted to do for so long, and this is the first time we were really out there, and it was before it really started to turn into more of a business. Like really this trip kind of just felt like a giant vacation, if I'm being honest. Like I wasn't really taking it that seriously yet. stuff hadn't started to feel like it was changing to where I started, not enjoying it as much. Like I remember really having really a great time on this particular trip, and yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. A lot of good memories from 23.
Go right there. Take a screenshot.
This era of 23. After we took June off and then came back in July, we almost went out of business for real. Like that was almost the end of Storm Runner Media. Because we took that month off and we were so screwed algorithm wise, we burned through all of our money when we went back out and tried to chase in July. We were cooked. Like we started doing monsoon coverage, and then like a week and a half into that, we tried to get a hotel. The card declined, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And we were at like a negative $800, and I think we both had to use our credit cards. I'm still paying off that debt, honestly. Even now, I mean, because I never really addressed it, but that was that could have been it right there, but. Yeah. Kind of like falling in love before you notice the dirty socks that didn't make the hamper. That's a good analogy, I guess. That is true, Sharon. Live and learn indeed. Well, it really wants me to watch the stream. Okay, so that was pretty cool. I thought. Pretty wild for sure. Let's see. So this is the other Big Bug Creek Intercept. Before I show you guys this one, though, I will show you. When was this? August 28th. Oh, these were like back-to-back days. Okay. All right. Well, I guess for the sake of going in chronological order, I'll show you this one. I thought about trying to pull up the stream. Oh, shoot. Joe Daisy and Shan Girl, welcome to the OGs. Thank you so much for becoming members. Really appreciate your guys' support. Thank you. So, this is Highway 95 down in, technically goes into Cali. I also think it goes, let's look here, because it's 40 miles south of Needles. That's true. But I think that also is, where the hell's Needles? Okay, so it was 95 out of Needles. Just on the other side here. Because 95 technically goes all the way through. So you can kind of see where Needles is. And then Lake Havasu City, Parker, and then Quartzsite. Several times we'd go south of Quartzsite because there's many washes that cross this highway right here. It's a really good spot to get flooding because a lot of the, if I remember correctly, they run west to east, down off the terrain. But we were more so up west of Parker on 95, right near Vidal, however you say that. Lots of flooding that we kept accidentally driving into. What about the stream where the kids got their Jeep stuck with the flood coming? Yes, I forgot about that one. I will have to go find that because that was insane.
Where is it going that way? We can't get to it.
Oh, the semis have stopped. It must be getting worse.
Bridge had just recently collapsed along I-10 East, so trucks began using 95 as an alternate route. They did, though. This was the actual bridge collapse. I think so. It was pretty wild, I think. Maybe this isn't the right photo, but maybe it is. I don't know. But I mean, this flood was going. Like it was. The video doesn't really do it justice, but like I wasn't gonna drive through that.
Box. What does that say?
It's a loaf of bread. It's a meme. Oh, that's a big old tree.
Did you get that?
I got it. No, I got good videos from right in here. I didn't need to be outside. Oh yeah, more big debris. Here we go. These are parts of trees.
Otherwise known as branches, DL.
So Combo's gonna try it.
Parts of trees. I mean, these semis really didn't have much of a problem, but they're so heavily weighed down.
Big fish of water coming.
You can feel that. Oh yeah, I felt it. Oh.
Another tree. Looking at an announcement on my.
Oh yeah, they're washing it up on us.
I'm gonna get that as they come across. Just pretend like it's normal.
Yeah, here goes.
Marcy has sung. What's up, Marcy? Hopefully you're doing all right.
Why is there every truck coming down here?
I don't know.
Yeah, at the time, I don't think we knew that I-10 had had a washout.
That's deep water that they're going through. This is flowing quite a bit here. Whoa.
Shameless merch plug.
Oh jeez. Come
Here
on,
comes the
homie,
big one.
why do you have to do that? It's not cool, bro. What are you doing to the water?
We got 4 more coming up. Ruining our shots.
No, it's gonna wash us away, man.
Yeah, it would like kind of pick up and move the car a little bit. Or at least it felt like it did. It would give us
a lot of water outside.
pretty good
of us
rocking.
right now.
It was kind of cool to watch, though. But anyway, you guys get the point. That was definitely pretty cool. I haven't seen too much of that, honestly. Seymour, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. So I'm trying to remember when that stream was. I want to say that had to have been... That was definitely Monsoon 2024. That wasn't 2023. Because it was right after that prompted me to learn how to use my recovery gear. Because I had stuff, I just didn't know how to use it. And that very well could have gotten those kids in some real trouble. Thunderstorms Flash Flood Rescue. Here we go.
Yes, oh, there it is.
It's there?
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Andrew's fucking coming.
It's coming.
Water's coming.
Oh, yep, there's the wash, guys. Here, deal. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh, it's a big debris flow too.
We're stuck in the mud. Fucking, there's gas in it. There's gas. We're on the. Just fucking pan that bit. Fucking nothing.
Where's the shovel at?
So if you, it's gonna be right behind you.
Yeah, this was pretty crazy. I mean, this could have been a lot worse too, because I mean, it was a decent sized flood, but I mean, if that was like a really big debris flow, I mean, obviously we would have just had to ditch the car. But yeah, I feel really bad. I still feel bad that I just didn't. I had the stuff to help them. I just didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how soft shackles worked. I had them.
We gotta get this shit. Holy fuck, dude.
This is a.
Yeah, that's me trying to shovel stuff out of the way.
Where is Case? Where's Case live?
This is not good.
Where does he live?
Oh, he lives by.
You sure there's nothing we can tie to the Forerunner?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
That was the problem. I just wasn't aware.
Back in,
Eventually,
They were. Yes. They were very lucky. Thank God. But let's just focus on getting them out, though.
yeah,
They
His
were.
buddy-
Yes.
his buddy pulled them out. He made quick work of it too. This kid was impressive. Never got his name. Yep, and then they got him out. Thank God, because that flood did get bigger. But I tell you what, man, we sat there waiting for that flood for so long. I think we sat in that spot for, gosh, hour and a half. And we had seen the flood going through, like, not even a mile away. Like, it had to have been 3/4 mile upstream. So, I mean, that thing was, like, moving slow, it felt like. Maybe it was further. I don't know. But, like, it felt like we had seen it just upstream. So, it was one of those things that it's like, are we going insane? Did we not see a flood? Did it slow down? Because that happened to us once before, too. We even set up the 360 cam. I zip tied it to a fence post because we sat there for like an hour, nothing happened. I left it for like 6 hours, came back, and there was no flood. Even though just up the stream, like 1/4 mile up the stream, there had been a flood that we literally watched go underneath a bridge. It was just like sometimes these things are really hard to kind of predict, I guess, and figure out exactly how far they're going to make it. Are they going to divert down a different way? It would have been really helpful to have a drone, honestly. So I think if I ever went back and did this, it would definitely be with the help of a drone, for sure. Sorry for all the banging noises over there. My brother is hammering something into his wall. But anyways, back to here. This was the first Big Bug Creek flash flood that we got, and it was an insane one. Let me tell you.
How's it going, everybody? This is DL Scales with Stormrunner Media. We are here at Big Bug Creek.
I was a youngin' in this. This was 3.5 years ago.
Just outside of Quarters Lake, or kind of in Quarters Lake. We're waiting for a major.
God, I remember that camera, this big ass camera that we had for no reason. I saw cameras like this in Storm Chasers, and I was like, yes, we need that. We need something that is giant and not easy to move around at all.
To come right through here. A few miles back, we saw Big Bug Creek. There was a couple feet of water flowing. We have over 3 inches of rain within like an hour, right over Mayer, and all of that water should be flowing right into this wash right here. So we're positioned ahead of what should be a fairly substantial front wall. And go intercepting the front wall of this flood in Big Bug Creek. Here's the beginning of it. Got some decent debris here. Some logs and stuff. Front wall of this flood down Big Bug Creek. Oh, I gotta head up.
I was also in slides for this.
This is a very, very big flow here.
I mean, this was really just the start of it, too. I mean, it really got wild. You'll see here in a minute. I'm going to let this whole video play because it was just, it was just insane.
Storm Chaser DL Scales here ahead of a major flash flood that just came through here. Big Bug Creek, we're at, I believe, Thornhead Trail is the road that crosses right here. In front of us, turn around here, the front wall just came through. We just got video of that as it came through. I'm standing here at the side of the wash. Very bad idea, but I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing.
This is the face of a man who did not know what he was doing. This was like my 3rd month storm chasing ever. I that was only in Arizona too. I mean, I really had no... Oh, naive DL. You had no idea what you were going to get yourself into. This was... I was such a newbie back then. I had no idea. I mean, at this point, I had seen 1 tornado in my life, and now I've seen, I think, 100-ish. I still want to go back and do an exact count if I even can, because I mean, there's some stuff that we didn't capture on live stream. There's some stuff that I didn't upload videos of, and there's some stuff that my memory is just fading on. I just don't know. But yeah, this was 3.5 years ago. This guy.
So it's going to flow all the way down. I'm not sure where it's going to go next, but this is a lot of water.
I haven't aged one bit. I feel like I have. Lots happened. A lot has happened.
A lot of debris now here coming through.
Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I mean, I am only 23, so it's like I don't
Water
think I'd.
level is definitely rising.
I don't know how significant of a change I'd really expect,
Huge
but
debris.
Yeah, look at how it rose up.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's rising. It's coming through. Oh look, it's coming up here now. We may have to back up actually. Here comes that second wave. There was people walking up there, just for reference.
not for broadcast as I'm broadcasting it. Super Walt, what's up, dude? How you doing? You remember these days?
A lot of debris flowing now.
I'm sure you do.
Water level is still rising here.
Super Walt's like one of the most OGs of the OGs. So that like he's the most OG that you can get, honestly.
Oh yeah, always.
Hey Amar, what's up?
Big time. Yeah, trees going underwater. Oh, there's debris. Can you stay on this? I gotta tweak this out.
I remember this being like a really wild experience for me too, because I mean, like I did that little like as live thing that I tried to do like right here is where I was standing, and like you can see where it's like raging now, where I easily like definitely would not be able to stand there, slides or no slides. I am not standing right there. That's not gonna work. Wait, does it really? If you Google type of car, need for storm chasing, a photo of the runner pops up. So cool. Really? What? Hold on, I want to try that. Oops. I'm going to go back just so we have something playing.
Water level is definitely rising here. Oh my god, look at this huge debris.
Yeah, look at how it rose up.
Yeah, oh wow, it's rising. It's coming through. Oh look, it's coming up here now. We may have to back up actually. Here comes that second wave. There was people walking up there, just for reference.
Oh, I don't see it. What exactly did you Google?
Oh, there's a tire.
That tire was like whoop, gone. Doesn't show the stickers, but looks just like the runner. I see a lot of cars I recognize here. The Tiv is here, Dominator's here. Vince's old Tahoe is actually the first thing that pops up. What's his name? Ricky Forbes, his Tornado Watch truck pops up. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. That's cool though. Very, very cool. So, we've gone through a wide range of things. But there is one flood that stands alone, my friends. This thing we caught by accident. We were trying to chase... Sorry. Excuse me. We were trying to chase a supercell through Las Vegas because we thought it was going to produce a tornado and accidentally stumbled upon the best flash flood intercept of my career. I mean, I'm sure Garrett will beat it at some point, but of my career anyway. This was insane. September 2nd, 2023. That's when this was. We're going to take the time to watch the entire video because it is wild. It is absolutely wild. We got video of a Ford Fiesta doing things that I don't understand how. I thought for sure I was going to watch that thing get flipped and roll down the street. There's also a video that somebody else took of a 4Runner doing like 50 miles an hour down the road in the middle of a raging flash flood that went viral on Instagram that we were in because we were parked in the same parking lot. That was pretty dope. So, let's check it out. You're used to my sneezing, bless you. Thank you. So we were like, yeah, we see some flooding. Like, this is kind of crazy. And then we were starting to drive up this hill, and we're like, what the hell?
You can see this. This is a flash flood. This is running down the... Gosh dang it, this would be such a...
Ultimo's hanging on for dear life.
Dude, look out that window. We are literally in the middle of a... This is incredible.
What? I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. He only has like 3 things to hang
Look at the
up.
car. Wow.
He's got to be trying to find studs. That's probably what he's doing.
Whoa. Yep, we just shot.
I'm sorry, guys. I know that's very annoying.
Maneuver around this. This is bad.
Yeah, look at all this running down here.
And a bit more debris. There's a bus stuck up here now. There's a bus stuck. Yep. This is absolutely incredible. Yep, this is where it's coming from. The sewer system is overflowing. Whoa! That's where it's exploding out of. There, whoa.
Yeah, you see more right there.
This is
Even I can't get through that. Hold on.
Can you pull in there?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, this is insane watching because there's people on this bus and the bus like started to kind of fill up with water a little bit. I do need to get emojis going for this channel, Jim. I'm sorry I haven't yet. Badges and proper, like, I need to get a logo.
Over here.
It's moving that pole. Do you see that pole in there?
Yeah. They may eventually bring that power pole down. Lake Mead and Mount Hood.
There are chasers that use Forerunners, like Michael Vinsky. He has a green Forerunner.
We're not driving through
I follow another guy on Instagram. I forget his real name, but Storm Chasing Yoda. I don't know if he still chases in that, but I know he was, at least when I first launched my Instagram, the Storm Chasing Forerunner thing. Which I've now changed to just DL Scales WX.
Yep, even I won't drive through this.
We're
That
not
shows
done.
you how bad this is.
We're not that dumb.
I have never seen flooding this bad. It's actually over.
Yep, look, it's pushing the box. The box is falling this way.
Yep.
Oh, it's open. The box is open. You can
Is
see.
there a wall that's blocking that water? That's supposed to be blocking that water? Because I'm like, if that pushes down, that's gonna all come rushing right at us, and we're gonna have to back up out of here.
This is it didn't go viral on Twitter, but I mean it definitely got some attention.
Even I. Car going through that.
Ford Fiesta, man. Had there been debris that kicked up underneath that thing would have been gone. That thing would have been gone. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Paige and Bryce have a Forerunner. Gosh, what's her? Becca Furnish. She also has right. That's her name, right? I feel bad. I'm forgetting all these people now. She used to chase in a Forerunner. I think she still does. Yeah, Becca Furnish. She is a photographer and storm chaser. Yeah. She used to drive a Forerunner. I don't know if she still has one. I know it got struck by lightning, and then she had it fully restored, and then it unfortunately got totaled. But yeah, no, she got struck by lightning in that thing. It like burst one of your eardrums or something. It was crazy.
It's pushing that car a little bit, I can tell.
Nice, Marcy. That's cool. See, there's a lot of cars that stopped either because they flooded the engine or just because they got spooked and wanted to stop in the middle of the road. And then there was just people like this who just said, screw it, just sent it.
Obviously, I would have done something, but my phone's ready.
That's fair.
And then eventually the water did kind of calm down, but I mean, it left a lot of homes, a lot of businesses flooded, a lot of cars, you know, probably totaled. Like, it was pretty bad, honestly.
This part
Of course, the charger was dead because charger's intake designs are very dumb, in my opinion, even though I own 2 of these things. I shouldn't for this reason, but I do anyway. I just know that I can't drive through any water because the intake, actually I think it's on the driver's side, but it sucks in air right here. So like not really focused up at the grill. It's all up from underneath. So you drive in deep enough water and waterlog the engine.
How storm drains, you know.
Hydrolock it rather is what it's called. Yeah,
And that's another round of rain from the same areas, and that could even further create issues like this. So.
This was insane, but we weren't quite done yet. We thought we were, but we were not. There was one more bit that would kind of shock us, and that was as we were leaving, I-15 flooded and got shut down, and we got stuck in the middle of that. It was pretty crazy.
Look at all this flooding over here, guys. We're on the side of Interstate 15.
Isn't there a chaser in this circle with a Kia Sportage? Not that I'm aware of. I know Jordan Hall used to have a Kia a while ago, and then it got totaled. Now he has a RAV4. I wouldn't recommend chasing in a Kia personally, but that's just my take.
Flooding the interstate. And everyone's going to start to try to over and out of it.
That's probably what's happening, and when everyone's coming this way. Well, maybe it was a bad idea. I really wasn't thinking about
Yeah, and then Jeff Petrowski has a Cybertruck.
Well, it's not going to wash us anyway.
I meant this. All
You want to
this.
see me in a Kia? Yeah, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Just working at the shop I've worked at, I've been shown that Kia does not make very quality products a lot of the time, especially the newer stuff. No flood chasing and no chasing of any kind happening in a Dodge Charger. Fat chance. Who makes those Dodges? I can't remember the car Dodge. Dodge does. I technically it's Chrysler. If you want to get real technical, Fiat owns Chrysler, which is a part of Dodge. So I hate to say it, but the little Fiat 500, the tiny little clown car, it owns my car. You want to see me in a Prius? Well, I have to move a lot of them around at work. I can't stand them personally, like from a design standpoint, and just the fact that I think that it's just against my nature. But man, does 52 mpg sound nice. I might get over the fact. I might get over the fact for that 52 mpg. Yeah, you're welcome, Amanda. No problem at all.
Water's flowing up underneath the freeway, out the other side. So shooting across 15 north here.
The large storm it's over there now.
Wow, the 4Runner looked so clean back then. I don't even know. I don't even think it had 100,000 miles on it yet at this point. It's at 281 now. 281. No. Not considering chasing in a Prius. Dailying a Prius because 52 mpg just sounds nice in general. This was a crazy experience though. Like everybody being out on the freeway, just standing there, like just hundreds of people. Because I think what happened was like one of like the barriers like broke or something, and so like the water was like shooting across the interstate and pretty much shut down traffic. And so like everyone was getting out, everyone was like walking around, like it was really kind of a wild experience, honestly. You're awake, alive, and not frozen. Nice. Good job, Kai. Good job not freezing. I guess that's what we've learned, Super Waldo. If that's the lesson you want to take from today, by all means, go for it. I honestly think these guys were just driving up to check it out. I mean, there's nothing they can do. Hey, what's up, Night Wolf? Welcome in. Great to see we got 100 people in here. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to leave a like. Let me know how you're enjoying the stream. Whirlpools were always cool to see in the wild. Yeah, and you had these cars that, because the mud and the debris flows kind of made their way up onto the interstate, there were some people who, couldn't get out of the way fast enough just because they were kind of trapped and, their vehicles got kind of flooded. I mean, you can see where it was up on their cars. So if their doors weren't completely sealed, which if I remember, this BMW in particular had a ton of water get into it. I don't really remember how these vehicles fared. I don't think they were as bad as this guy. But imagine being in that scenario, like all of a sudden the freeway's flooding, but you're so caught in traffic that there's nowhere for you to move and you don't really want to get out because you're caught in this raging water. It is just wild stuff.
What she saying?
She was like, "Oh, good, happy to help." And then I made a public post. I was like, honestly, this is the first video that we've shot that has gotten semi-major attention, at least on Twitter.
I've been in that once. It was certainly an experience. The creek was lapping up onto the road during a big flood and traffic was stopped in both lanes, so there was no going anywhere. Yeah, it's really kind of a sketchy feeling, honestly. one. It's a piece of garbage. I had it in the shop over a dozen times, and the last time I was in the shop, they had it over 3 weeks. Yeah, we see a lot of Jeeps coming in. Pretty Captain Underpants, really. Garrett, what kind of stuff you watching, bro? Just kidding. Where is it? Do I have it in here? I don't think I do. Here it is. Honorable mention. Y'all thought that last one was huge? Check this out. Look at this absolute razor of a flood. Also Big Bug Creek.
Intercepted Big Bug Creek.
Yeah, run is right. Run away. Run away quick.
Yeah, this is what we waited for.
It was 3 inches of rain.
Well, yeah, but you said it on the other side, so obviously it didn't come on this side.
Hey, flash.
Reckless to get this close. Yeah.
This is moving slow though. I see what you mean. This isn't even gonna reach Spring Valley.
No, it probably will.
You think so?
It'll probably just be the little. Oh, you smell it?
Yep.
Why is our water still? What does it count?
No idea.
Yeah, we got a gorgeous.
Watch your feet.
Yeah, it's not moving bad.
Oh, rainbow.
Could have drowned. Yeah. My stream is lagging a tiny bit. Not too bad. Oh, I'm joking. V only. This is well, we've pretty much wrapped up the stream, and I just thought I'd show this too, just because it's hilarious. We waited, from what I remember, we waited 2 hours. 2 hours for this. Because it looked like, based on radar estimated total precip, that the wash got like 3 inches of rain, but the problem was it fell on the northwestern side, not on the southeastern side. For this to work, we needed it to fall on the southeastern side, and only a little bit of it did. But again, this just goes to show how non-absorbent the ground is out there. I mean, this is hardly any water, and yet it still is doing this. It's just running right off. It's not getting absorbed, like, hardly at all. And yet I still enjoyed this. Like, it's just kind of mesmerizing to just watch it kind of fill up the landscape a little bit. Where is this? This is Mayer, Arizona. Back in 2022? Yeah, October 7th, 2022. And then it would proceed to take like 1,000 years to fill up this little reservoir. Hey, no problem, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. And then watching it cross the road was so funny.
The levee has broken. Garrett, you're on the wrong side, bud.
I can easily hop over.
See Garrett hop over.
But I want to wait for a little bit more of a pump.
Plot twist: what actually happened was someone put too much laundry in a washing
Whoa,
machine and a
finally
laundromat
crosses.
upstream. It honestly kind of has that look to it, doesn't it?
Now it's coming down right here.
And it's about to cross right there, and then we can go.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over smooth.
He didn't make it. If you didn't hear that, he didn't quite make it.
File your taxes 100% free in the app. If you didn't file,
I don't want to. That's it. I know there were more floods that we saw from time to time, but that's what I kind of wanted to show you. I'm honestly forgetting. I don't know if we've done a hurricane stream reaction yet. Well, we've lost subscribers since I started this stream. That's encouraging. Very nice. Outro produced more rain than that flood. Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't think we've done a. Yeah. We have not done a hurricane chase reaction stream, so I guess we do have one more of these to go. This was not the last one. But I will take this time to use this as a platform to make an announcement. Members, at least members that caught my stream yesterday, you already know about this. But essentially, I am kind of planning to make a return. Now, it'll be a little bit different. Not probably exactly what you're expecting. But I am, in some form, planning to come back to this. Specifically with a focus on the West Coast. And there's multiple reasons for that. First off, it will allow me to operate from here. Here's where I want to be. Here's where I want to live. This is what's important to me, is being here with my family. Being here with my future fiance. This is where I want to be. I don't want to be on the road all the time. But I feel like I have kind of discovered a niche. Sorry, this is bothering me that this is here. I'm going to open this just so you can see a flood in the thing. So, yeah, that's one appeal. Two, I feel like it doesn't really get covered all that much. I mean, there aren't very many West Coast-based chasers because it's the West Coast. All of the better stuff, I will agree, all of the better stuff is further east. But the point, there is still stuff that happens here, mainly in the fall and winter, so this would not be a full-time thing. But kind of take what you guys saw with the few snow streams that I did and just expect more of that, pretty much. Plus some flood coverage, plus some, coastal storm floodage, water spout chasing, that sort of thing. We're talking Washington, Oregon, California, Utah, Nevada, maybe Arizona again, Idaho, Western Montana. That this is basically what you can kind of expect from me. And that is because I am planning to leave my current job and I'm going to go back to being self-employed. Now, this is not the only thing I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of other things that I've been working on and I'm continuing to work on, but I have found that I think I have ruined myself in terms of I was so self-employed before, and that's really all I've ever done, that I don't know how to function normally in a 9 to 5. It just doesn't. I'm just uncomfortable in it. I mean, I've had a great time. I've learned a ton about the auto industry, and I've loved that. But I feel like this arena is what I'm better at in some form or another. So, yeah, that's I've got a lot to work on. This won't be an immediate change. I'm also I've got multiple other completely separate projects from weather that I'm working on right now. Some other stuff that doesn't even have to do with content creation that I'm also working on. So my goal is to have several different things that I'm doing, just to stay niche, stay creative, keep myself entertained, and feel like I'm not wasting my potential, because I feel like I have something to add still. I feel like I was so overwhelmed by the way that I was doing storm chasing before, and I missed being home, I missed my family, I missed my friends, that I lost sight of the positive aspects of it. And I was chasing more stability and more control in my life, and I let the pendulum swing too far. I went from basically living out of my car, living in hotels, what felt like full time, to I'm back home, I work 8 to 5:30, and that's really all I do. I don't feel like I have time to go do stuff. I don't feel like I have time to go be creative. I feel like this and the other things that I'm working on it's a nice middle ground, and I am really excited to get back into it. I know it might not sound overly appealing, compared to, the violent tornadoes and, extreme storms that, the majority of the U.S. gets. But the nice thing about this is once I go back to being self-employed, I mean, if I get the chance and I can randomly pop back out here and there for actual chases like that, I mean, not saying that that's probably going to happen very often, but I'll have the freedom to do so. At my current job, I will never be able to do that, really. I mean, it's just that there would be too much reliance on me, and I don't want to let my employer down either. So it's like, and Jan, that's true. I might as well try to use my degree for something again, because I felt like it was useless before. It's definitely useless now. I am not using it at all. So, anyways, that is my announcement. Do with that what you will. Be excited, be disappointed, feel however you want to feel. But you can expect more content on this channel. I had been saying for a while, I don't know what I'm going to do after I run out of reaction stuff. We're going back to covering weather, damn it. It'll be West Coast focused primarily. And it probably won't be super, super often. But I will be here. I will be doing stuff. I saw somebody make a point about the Forerunner. I've got some stuff to save up for, and I've got some decisions to make. Do I want to reinvest a bunch of money into the Forerunner and try to restore it to its former glory, because it needs a lot of work? Or do I set that one aside, let it rest permanently, and find my way into a different vehicle? Ford Explorer, perhaps. Who knows? Lots of stuff to figure out, lots of stuff to save up for. We're kind of gonna be building up from the ground up. Wow. We're kind of going to be starting this out building from the ground up again, just like we were. Because I don't have everything that I used to have kind of at my, at my disposal, if that's the correct phrase. And that's my own doing. I'm not complaining, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's my plan. As far as my current employment, I will be there up until the beginning of May. It's kind of up in the air when exactly I'm leaving, but it could be as late as that. I have a feeling it's going to get pretty close to that date because I made some promises that I'd at least stay until my position can be filled. So I'm going to do that. It'll give me some time to kind of get all my ducks in a row pretty much for this and everything else that I'm working on. And I'm trying not to do this. Yeah, I'm trying not to be very risky with it either because, I mean, obviously I have goals and stuff that I am trying to save up for and whatnot. But my one thing in 2026, my one resolution, if you want to call it that, was going into the new year. I wanted to follow through on this, on doing things that I said I wanted to do, just in general. Like whether it's ideas that I've had or stuff that I'm like, yeah, I want to do it, but I don't know. Life's too short. And I may as well just say, screw it and try, Could go out there and fall completely on my face and make a total fool of myself. Maybe. Who knows? I hope not. Because I feel like I'm kind of good at this. Or I can be if I refine my skills again. So, yeah. I'm going to go over there and ask him what the hell he is knocking around for. I think they're trying to find studs, but it's driving me crazy. So. No, Amanda, I've actually had quite a good time at my job. I enjoy hanging out with my coworkers. They're really cool. I like a lot about the auto industry. I just don't like being a salesman. I'm not built for it. I don't like it. It's too much customer interaction. I'm too much of an introvert for it, honestly. I'm not extroverted. I don't love talking to people all day. So, walk over and say you found your stud. Oh, boy. But, yeah. I'm excited for what this could hold. I'm going to continue to work on stuff. I'll kind of organize this a little bit more. I'll continue to kind of talk about it. But point is, going forward, even if it's not super consistent, you can expect content from me in terms of, new weather content. Some stuff that you probably are not going to see covered really hardly anywhere else. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you guys want to see what the West Coast is like, if you want to go explore it with me, if you want to go see stuff, you want to go cover stuff with me, I'll be streaming everything live, as we normally do. Try to start getting into shooting video. Hopefully Jordan will sign me to Severe Studios. Will I still be part of SRAM doing your own separately? This would be on my own. This would be separate and doing my own thing on this channel. So that was one thing that I said. If I ever came back in any capacity, I'd want to do it kind of on my own this time. See how that goes. So yeah, this would be on my own channel. Besides, I think it would be kind of not a conflict of interest, but that I think that they've got what they're doing kind of covered over there now. So yeah, gonna be starting new on this channel, basically. Not new. I mean, we've already done some stuff, and we already got like 3,000 subscribers, but kind of building from the ground up again. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. This will be kind of a long process. I mean, we're kind of already getting towards the end of winter this season, and I'll still be working through the remainder of winter. And the reality is winter is probably going to be the most active season in terms of stuff to cover, which is a lot of it's going to be snow. So Get a spotter dot. Yeah, I may have to. You can have the world's finest crossover event, Storm Runner 1, Storm Runner 2 on the same chase. That will happen in June. Regardless of all this stuff, I've had this plan for a long time. June 12th to June 21st. Chasing. Out east chasing. I'm taking Sasha with me unless she decides she doesn't want to go. I really hope not, because I really, really want to show her what it's like out there. I think she'll have fun. At least I hope she'll have fun. And then I assume Garrett and Ben will be out there. So, yeah. Storm Runner 1 and 2 will probably be out there. Maybe even caravanning together. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Got one other work-related thing I'm going to head out and do, I think, for a little bit this evening until like 10:30, and then I will allow myself to go to bed. Nothing like working a 14-hour day. It's all right. This isn't really work. I just get to come home and hang out with you guys, which has always been cool. So, we're going to see. If we can hit this goal. I'm going to see if you guys are. Let's see if we can hit this goal, chat. I will be streaming some of those days too. Maybe not all of them, because I think some of them I kind of just want to have as an experience, me and her. But definitely will be streaming at least a couple of those days. Amar, thank you for the super chat. And we've hit our expense goal. Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all are all awesome. Appreciate it. You guys know you could split the screen like Connor and Brandon do. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, I could. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to just start my own. Oh, Jen, we've got 200% of the goal hit. Whoa, thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. I am interested to see if I can kind of build it around just this channel. There's a possibility I still keep doing stuff with them, though. I won't say any more about that until that becomes more of a thing or doesn't, but it's possible on that front, too. So, nothing against them personally. I kind of want to try running my own operation. West Coast Weather Authority. I might use that name. I was wondering where the tapping was coming from. My brother, there's a room right across over here, and he's hanging up stuff on his wall, so he's just over there. It's quiet now. You should get some shut-eye while you can. I will in like 2 hours. I got to go out and do something for a little bit because I promised I would, so... Too bad you're on the West Coast right now, given how the East Coast is popping off right now with these storms. Yeah, if I was in the East Coast, I'd probably be a lot more busy, wouldn't I? Jim with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for wishing me the best, Jim. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone's support. It's just awesome to have you guys still hang out here with me. So, thank you guys. Seriously, it means the world that you guys are still here. If you guys hadn't stuck around, then I probably wouldn't have had the inspiration to go out and try something again, because I felt like I mean, to be honest, when I first left, I felt like, that was it. I'm never going to have another chance to do this because I wouldn't be able to make it work. But I'm at least going to try, But if I'm going to do this, I want to do it solely on my own terms. And, if there's, even if it's like an active stretch and I have something else where I need to be, I don't want my absence to affect anybody else but myself. So. That's basically my feelings on it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I keep saying that, but actually I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the flood reaction stream. Next one, I'm not sure when it'll be. Sometime in February is when we'll do the next one of these. Probably either probably the week of somewhere between the 9th and the 13th, or the 16th to the 20th is probably when you'll see the next stream on here. Reaction wise, fingers crossed we get some snow before then. Not even just for me, but just for the snowpack in general. I mean, the ski resorts have got to be really hurting right now. But yeah, next time it snows and I can go up there, we will go up there, drive around in the snow, have a good time. At some point, though, I'm going to have to at least reinvest in a new suspension setup for the 4Runner if I'm going to keep going up there, because can't afford to have my control arm snap on me up there while we're up there kind of in the middle of nowhere, because then we'd be screwed. Will I chase wildfires? I need to do some research on how to effectively cover those, but yes. Pretty much anything is in the realm of possibility for coverage. Again, I'll talk a lot more about this in future streams on future days, but what you could expect from that, snow would probably be the biggest item. Flooding events, sometimes there's like wind events, ice, every now and then we get ice storms around here. That one I'm a little bit skeptical on because I have really strong feelings on going out and driving around in ice storms. In all honesty, what I'd likely do is if I had invested in a drone, I'd probably just park myself somewhere, go drone a highway, and see what the heck happens. Water spout coverage, like coastal storm, whether it's water spout or, like just strong storms in general, king tide stuff maybe, wildfires. Sometimes California gets the risks for tornadoes, low end tornado threat. Let me see here. Maybe a little bit of monsoon flash flood action, potentially. Yeah. So, those are just kind of some of the ideas. Lots of stuff to work out. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I kind of want to keep you guys updated with what I'm thinking. So, again, this would all be in moderation. This would not necessarily be full-time. I would always be doing other things to kind of supplement, because I need to make a living. I want to get my own place here sometime next year, so I got to be smart with how I do this. But I think with your guys' support, anything is possible. I know I've got the best storm chasing enthusiasts in the world behind me, and I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. See you next time.